Hey, welcome back to my channel. Y'all, I had a crazy weekend. I was in the park majority of the weekend, really just working on my craft, practicing as much as I can. And when I tell y'all, this is not for the weak, oh my gosh. Like, my weekend was so crazy outside of just practice and filming content. I know y'all see what's going on in the news. Women are losing their rights. This country is just a joke. Speaking of jokes, y'all seen that versus with Mario and Amarion? Good Lord. So right here, I'm doing a move that I learned a couple months ago. I don't necessarily remember the name of it. And at this moment, I realized I may need a smaller hoop because my body is small. And trying to do certain moves with a hoop that is much bigger than your body, it can be very tedious. Yo, the struggle is real. Look at my leg. I'm looking at a chicken wing right now. No lie. I was struggling so bad to keep up with the momentum and stay in the formation. But I commend myself for not stopping. This next move, I like it because when I'm tired and I just want to chill, I can just sit here and rest. The pose is called Man in the Moon, and this next pose is called Reverse Man in the Moon, and it requires a lot of strength, a lot of coordination, something I haven't necessarily mastered yet, which is why I don't necessarily do this particular move in performances, because the dismount that you're about to see is hideous. It is horrendous, but I'm still working on it. As you can see, this is not something that I do when the aerial hoop is like positioned high up in the air. I do this when I'm closer to the ground. I really do have to get a crash mat. I be just living life on the wild side. This is a move that I seen someone do on Instagram, and I said, I can do this. I can definitely do this. I'm more than capable of doing this. Started doing this, and it was just like, well, damn. I don't even know the name of this move. It just looks super easy on Instagram, so I wanted to try it, but this thing was giving me a run for my money. My arm, oh my goodness, my arm was in so much pain. Now, if you look closely, my right arm is hooked around the top bar of the hoop, but is not positioned properly. And as I'm looking at this video now, I'm realizing that, and it's just mind-blowing how wrong I was getting it. So whatever you do on your right side, you should definitely do on your left side when it comes to any aerial practices. And I was getting it right on the left side, which was confusing to me because my right side is my dominant side. Another Instagram move that was giving me a run for my money. And again, they all look so easy. They all look so easy. And I'm like, I can do this. And I know I can, but it's not easy. It is not easy at all. And the crazy part about it is I can do the beginning move to transition into this second move, but it takes a lot of strength that I didn't realize I didn't have to continue and hold these positions, especially while in motion. And y'all see my hands, right? Fire, burning. And then I had to drive afterwards. And the steering wheel had the audacity to be piping hot because it was well over 90 degrees this weekend.
And scene. I'm done. Fucking done.
Y'all heard me cussing and saying I was done in that last clip, but I wasn't done. I decided to try it again. And when I tried it again, I didn't record it. And the move was so flawless. So I said, you know what? No, I'm going to try it again, but I'm actually going to record it this time. recorded it, and it was so terrible. I was like, what is going on? I don't like this. But eventually, I was satisfied with the progress that I made, and I said, all right, cool. We gonna call it a win. We not taking no L's. We gonna call it a win. In the next clip, you're gonna see that I raised the hoop. One of the reasons being that when the hoop was low, a group of boys came up to me, young boys, thinking that it was a swing, and I showed them, listen, this is not a swing. This is something that I used to perform with. Showed them what I do. They were pretty impressed, and they still was like, hey, we want to swing on it. I was like, no, I'll be nice and let you take turns and spin, but swinging on it, you will not do, because it's not a swing. The youngest of them all was about 2 years old, and he was the baddest of them all. First of all, they came from the water park area, so they were all dripping wet. And the little boy, I don't know if he's not potty trained or whatever, but I could have swore he peed on my mat. I could have swore he peed on my mat because I just saw water gushing from out his pants. I was like, oh, hell no. He wanted to be the only person that spinned and didn't want to share. I told him no. He threw his shoes at me, and when I let him know, hey, you're not going to do that over here, he tried to spit at me. I said, oh, no. Y'all got to go. Bye-bye. Go get your mother. Because if I was, oh, man, listen here. Anyway, so yes, the hoop is in the air now, so nobody child can think they finna come over here and play with my equipment or play with me. On top of them kids being bad, I also wanted to practice my straddle mount because I love to see how fluid my body is, how straight my legs can get, and there are more opportunities in the air. I am always anxious about this next move. Especially without a crash mat underneath me in case I was to fall. But I do the move anyway. I told y'all I be living life on the wild side. So now, this is another, well, actually, no, this move, I didn't find it on Instagram. I found this on YouTube. And boy, did it give me a run for my money. Oh, all my monies, all the dollars, all the yens, all the pounds. Knocked me out. If I was Mario, all my coins would have been on the ground. The woman on YouTube called this the mermaid roll, and I know how to do the regular mermaid, which was a transition into one of the other previous moves that you see me doing earlier in this video, which again was giving me a run for my money. Now, the purpose of this move is to kick your straight leg up through the hoop, flip over, and you're supposed to continue flipping over. But after that first flip, boy, I be tired. And I be hurt. I be more so hurt than I be tired. But as you can see, I kept trying. Had I included all of my tries and all of my fails, all of my L's, this video would have been a lot longer than 13 minutes. At this point, I decided I am not tall. And I know that I'm not tall. Let me lower down this hoop. Maybe it'll be easier to kick up if the hoop wasn't so high. Like, you're not that tall. Bring it down. Those captions were inspired by Summer Walker. Girl, I feel you. I am over it. But although I was over it, I kept trying. I was so determined, as y'all can see, determined and hurt. Okay, you have to watch me this time because this time I managed to roll twice. I was going for a third roll because, third time's the charm, but my thighs would not. They would not allow it. Absolutely not. Immediately no. This was honestly my last lap because I was over it for real this time. I had to remind myself, listen, bro, you are not trash. You don't suck. It's just that these new moves, they're exactly that. They're new. So before I ended my practice session, I wanted to just do the moves that I've practiced over the past couple of months, past couple of years, and I knew I was good at, to remind myself, hey, there was a point in time you couldn't even do any of this stuff. Now look at the stuff you can do. Yes, the new moves was kicking your ass today, but with consistency and practice, you'll be good and they're going to flow. Just be patient. Be patient with yourself. You're going to get better. So I wanted y'all to see what a mermaid looks like and how I transition into what is called a mermaid role. And I honestly thought I was in a good position to do that. And boy, was I wrong, y'all.
Oh!
Talk about pain. Oh, I thought I broke my coochie bone. I sat there for a couple of minutes to reflect on what the hell just happened to me. And I said, nah, bro, time to leave. Boom, bow. Go home now. You did good. That's all right. It's a wrap. Y'all, I'm going to see y'all in my next video. Later.